Very good afternoon, students. Myself, L.K. Tripathi from LPM Public School as your SSC teacher. Dear children, now we shall start the new chapter from civics, that is chapter number 3, the parliamentary form of government. What is the parliamentary form of the government? This chapter will enable us to know about all facts of such types of system. So let's begin now. What is parliamentary form of the government? The Constitution states that India has a parliamentary form of government. The government has three distinct organs: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. This is very right. We adopt the parliamentary form of the government. And three major organs of this government is executive, legislature, and judiciary. Means the power of parliament is distinguished or divided into three different ways. The parliament is the legislative body of the government. The executive comprises the president, the prime minister, and the council of ministers. In India, the executive is accountable to the legislature. The prime minister and his council of ministers are members of the parliament. They all are the member of the parliament. In our country, executive is always accountable to the legislature. Means the elected member, those who are in the government, are always responsible for the legislature. They can't take any decision separately or by their own. A consent or approval must be there from the House to initiate any policy or laws for the country. The main bodies of the executive, the prime minister and his council of ministers, they are the member of the parliament. They are elected for the parliament. Why parliamentary form of government? Why not other type of government? Only parliamentary form of the government is required for the country. This is the basic question for us. So, we shall know about this fact. The framers of the Constitution choose the parliamentary form of government for India because they realize that the success of democracy depends on the participation of people in the governance of the country. That's why the parliamentary form of the government was adopted by the framers of the Constitution. In such types of system, all the members of the country, all the citizens of the country participate in the function of the government indirectly. In a vast country like India, it is not possible for all the citizens to participate in governance directly or individually. So they would need to elect representatives who would act on their behalf. These representatives form the parliament. This is also a cause that in such a vast country, it is not possible for all the individuals to participate in the function or decision of the government directly. So, we participate in the function of the democracy or act of the parliament indirectly. On our own behalf, we choose our representative to represent the constituency. In a parliamentary form of government, since the executive is a member of the parliament, the parliament can always keep a check on the powers of the executive. So, emergence of a dictator is unlikely. Time to time, the executive is checked by the parliament. That's why there is no possibility of autocracy or dictatorship in the country. Many of the leaders who were involved in framing of the constitution were familiar with the working of the parliamentary system in Britain. They wanted a similar system for independent India. Our constitution has been copied or influenced by the constitution of Britain. Many of the then leaders had seen the positive facts of the British constitution, and they also like to adopt the same policy and same types of constitution in India also. Features of the Parliament. The Parliament of India has two houses, the Lok Sabha and the Raj Sabha. So first of all we shall study about the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is known as the House of People. This is the strongest body of the Parliament because all the members are directly elected by the people of the country. Now let us see the composition of Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is also known as the House of the People. It is the lower house of the Parliament. The members of the Lok Sabha are elected directly by the people through elections. The total number of members in the Parliament is 552. 530 members are elected by the people of different states and 20 members are elected by the people of the Union Territories. This is the lower house and members are directly elected by the people through elections. Total seats of Lok Sabha is 552. 530 members are elected by the people from different states. 20 members are elected by the people of the Union Territories. The President can nominate 2 members from the Anglo-Indian Society on his or her own behalf. 2 ऐसे सदस्य एंग्लो इंडियन सोसाइटी के अगर प्रेसिडेंट ये समझता है कि इनका रिप्रेजेंटेशन ज़रूरी है पार्लियामेंट में तो 2 सदस्यों को जो है चुन सकता है. The elections are held on the basis of universal adult franchise, which means all the citizens of the country above 18 years have the right to cast their votes. 18 साल से ऊपर जितने भी लोग हैं उनके पास ये अधिकार है कि वो वोट दे सकें, अपने उस यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज का प्रयोग करेंगे. व्हाट आर द क्वालिफिकेशंस ऑफ द मेंबर्स. मेंबर्स के क्वालिफिकेशंस क्या हैं. Any citizen of India 25 years and above can contest the Lok Sabha election. This is the first point of qualification. The person should not be mentally unsound or declared bankrupt. He must also not hold any office of profit. These are the condition. वो व्यक्ति जो है मानसिक रूप से स्वस्थ होना चाहिए, पागल दिवालिया नहीं हो, बैंकरप्ट ना हो, दिवालिया नहीं हो, कोई भी गवर्नमेंट सर्विस में कोई प्रॉफिट का पोस्ट वो अडॉप्ट नहीं करता हो. टेन्योर क्या है. टेन्योर ऑफ लोक सभा इज फॉर 5 years. If due to some reason the government fails to enjoy the support of the majority of the members of parliament, the president can dissolve the parliament and call for fresh election. The tenure of parliament is for 5 years, but if president thinks that law and order has destroyed, there is a condition of situation of emergency in the country. In such a condition, president can dissolve the house, dissolve the parliament and call for fresh election. नया चुनाव की घोषणा, नए चुनाव की घोषणा कर सकता है. Members of the Lok Sabha. Who are the members of Lok Sabha? For the purpose of elections, the country is divided into constituencies. From each constituency, one member for one seat is in the Lok Sabha can be elected. For that, one seat candidates from different political parties contest. Only one candidate can contest from his party for the Lok Sabha election. And candidates belong from different political parties who desires to contest the election. And also other type of candidate who do not belong from any political party, they have also the right to contest the election, because we have earned the fundamental right to enjoy our rights in the country. That type of candidate also can contest the election. They are known independent candidates. After elections, the candidate who gets the maximum number of votes in a constituency is declared elected from the constituency. The members are also known as MPs. The party that wins the maximum number of seats form the government. जो व्यक्ति उस निर्वाचन क्षेत्र में जहाँ से चुनाव लड़ रहा है सबसे ज़्यादा वोट पाता है, उसको विजेता घोषित किया जाता है और एमपी बन जाता है। जो सबसे ज़्यादा सीट जीत के पार्लियामेंट की जाती है वो देश में सरकार बनाती है। मेंबर्स बिलोंगिंग टू other political parties form the opposition, and second largest winning party participate in the opposition. They sit in the parliament against the government. When one single party does not win clear majority of seats in the parliament, two or more parties come together to form a coalition government. The other parties who do not join the government form the opposition. In that condition, if any single party has no majority in the parliament, so they contact other political parties to get majority in the parliament. And such a party and government is known as coalition government. The members of the Lok Sabha elect a speaker and a deputy speaker. They conduct all the proceedings of the Lok Sabha. All resolutions and bills have to be moved with the speaker's permission. Member of Lok Sabha elect one speaker and a deputy speaker who have the responsibility to conduct the Lok Sabha proceeding of Lok Sabha in well manner, and all resolutions and bills have to be moved with the speaker's permission. Rest we shall see in the next video. Till then, goodbye.